What's going on, martial arts school owners? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe out there. First of all, I'm super excited that you're watching this video because I got something to share with you that we've been working on for more than half a decade and spent tens of thousands of dollars on it. And what we call it is the add an extra 30K in 90 days sales funnel. And yes, the name implies exactly what it does. It helps you get to your first $30,000 in 90 days or adds an additional $30,000 in new revenue within 90 days for your martial arts business, but really it is so much more than that. You can use this system, this strategy to help you generate multiple six figures, even seven-figure revenue within a year. And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but just stick with me until the end of the video and I promise it'll make a whole lot of sense, right? But before I go any further, let me just reassure you that this is not like any other marketing company, right? I've been in your shoes. I helped manage and work at a jujitsu gym for more than half a decade. So I understand what your daily grind looks like, what the challenges you wrestle and you face with are on a daily basis. That's why we built the system specifically for martial arts businesses. And unlike other marketing agencies that just overpromise and underdeliver, we actually just focus on results. So we don't just help you generate leads, we help you convert those leads into high-paying students and maximize the value of every student that comes through your door. What we did is that we created a simple, effective process that has not yet been tapped into the martial arts industry that guarantees results, and we will hold your hand through the entirety of this. So you will not be alone. You will be supported throughout the entire thing. Now, to back up the words that I'm sharing, let me share a message with you really quickly. This is a message from Adam, and we've been working together for the past couple months. So this was a couple days ago, and then this was yesterday. He said we're 2.5K away from our gross revenue goal, which is 40K. And now what we did is that we launched in the first month the cash flow kickstart campaign. And so what that is, hopefully you can see this. These are all 12 paid in full transactions totaling to almost $25,000 in our first 30 days working together. Now, that is the cool part about it, is that that cash flow kickstart campaign was then used to fund the entirety of the paid advertising. And now let's take a look at Adam's results from his first month, and then I'll go ahead and dive into the rest of it. So his first month of paid ads, which was funded by the email campaigns, resulted in $10,000 worth of revenue with less than $2,000 worth of ad spend. Now, it's the same thing happening for all these other people here as well. But let's just take a look at AJ, for example. AJ, in his first week of launching paid ads, collected $1,224. So that was cool. And then he sent me another message the other day saying how he had a consultation with a parent who was skeptical about price, but using our sales script and our sales training, he was able to get them in 20 minutes a $799 6-week challenge while in between classes on a random Tuesday afternoon. So it's pretty cool seeing everybody get super similar results just like that. Now, you might be thinking that this is a one off or it's a fluke, but this system has made keeping your mats full and increasing your profit margins so effortless. Now, let's dive into the actual funnel. So, basically, with the funnel, it starts with something we call the cash flow kickstart. So, what the cash flow kickstart is, it's a strategic email sequence. It starts with 7 days worth of emails that we send out to your current existing students, the people who already know, like, and trust you. And now I know you might be thinking, like, okay, why are we sending out emails to our current students when we're trying to get new students? Just stick with me and it'll make a whole lot of sense. I promise. So basically, it starts here with this email sequence. And this is the strategy right here. This is a strategy that's been working the same process, just like clockwork. And so I'm not going to get too deep into this because I don't want to make this video too long. But basically, what happens is that we have a proven paid in full offer. We write out and we send the email starting day one, and you collect $5,000 to $10,000 in week one. Now, this is what it looks like, right? And in our experience, out of the 7 days of emails, 3 to 5% of those are the conversion rate. So In other words, if you have 100 students, for every 100 students that you have, you can expect 3 to 5 of those to convert into a $2,500 paying student. So I hope that makes sense. Step one of the process is that we send out 7 days worth of emails and you collect 5, 10, 15, 20, $25,000 worth of cash up front, depending on how many students you have. And the next step is the ad. Now that we're here at the ad level, what happens next is that we're going to take the money that we just made you from the email campaign and we're going to use that to invest into Facebook ads to grow even further. Let me show you what the ad looks like. This is what it looks like right here. As you can see, all of the ads that we post for my clients get insane engagement just like this. And everything has been scripted out word by word, tested to a T. There's been tens of thousands of dollars behind testing these ads, and it'll convert for you. So what happens after the ad is that we then take them to a opt-in page where we collect their name, their phone number, and their email. And then from there, now what happens here is that this is crucial. We handle all of the lead management for you. So what happens is that my black belt call center takes over. The lead gets an automated text message to confirm their spot. And then my team calls them as soon as possible. I'm talking about minutes, within even seconds of getting their information. We qualify them on the phone, we book them, we confirm their appointment, and we get them to show up. So this way, all you have to do is literally just do what you do at the gym. There's no more chasing leads. You literally don't have to do a single thing up until they walk through your door. Now, after we book them, we qualify them, they come in for their consultation. And what happens next is that you use our proven sales script and training to guide them through a conversation. And so here's a really quick rundown of the script. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep into this, but this script has been proven after testing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of consultations. This just works. And we're going to hand this to you on a silver platter. So you don't have to worry about a single thing. Just say the script verbatim, word by word. And now here's the beauty of what we're selling. We're selling them a $699 to $1,299 body transformation package. That's a 6-week retainer in order to get them locked in. And so what that means is that there's no more churning, no more chasing people down, no more let me think about it, or I need to talk to my husband or my wife. You're just getting a big fat check right from the get-go. And the reason we're getting that big fat check is because we're selling them on a full transformation change, as opposed to what you're probably doing, which is just month to month, $200 a month just for some regular classes. Instead, what we do is that we charge them a flat package for a full transformation change that takes place over the next 6 to 8 weeks, which is allowing us and how we're able to charge what we charge, and allows you to be 4 to 5 months cash flow positive instead of thinking about churn, thinking about people losing or hopping out of the program. So again, the key to understand here is that we're selling high ticket up front. So to offer you perspective, after you keep them for the full program plus convert them to the ongoing membership, you're looking at $2,000 to $4,000 of lifetime value per student. So again, you don't have to create any script, just follow the proven script that we've given for you, and it's going to take you into the next stage. Now, this is where it gets sexy. After the 6-week program, because of how we position the offer, in my experience, 4 out of every 10 challengers convert to a full-time paying member. So that's an additional $1,200 to $2,200 added to the initial $699. Now, that is where you're going to be maximizing the value of every student who comes to your door and building lifetime relationships. Now, I know you probably have some questions, so let me just address the most common ones. One, how long does this take to get all of this launched? Well, we're going to get this bad boy launched for you within 24 hours. The emails take literally 24 hours, and then the ad launch takes 3 days, and then you should have your first customer from the email campaign within days 1 to 3, and you should have your first customer from the paid ads within week 1. Now, how much does it cost to get a student? In my experience, it costs about $200, but remember, each student is worth $1,500. So $1,300 of that is going to be profit, and $200 of that is going to go to Mark Zuckerberg. Now, how many leads turn into students? Well, 10% of the total leads are turning into students. And remember, each value of student is $1,500. So if you spend $1,500 on a monthly ad spend, you're going to be getting 150 leads. Of the 150 leads, 15 are going to turn into paying students, paying $699, and that's going to total to almost 11 grand collected that month. Now, how do I know people will pay $699, $799, $899 in my market? We've done this for every single client. All these other gym owners it's worked for, and therefore it'll work for you because you're no different than they are. Now, how do I know this will work? We tried other agencies and were burned before. Well, my question to you is, what makes you such a unique snowflake? I've done this for all my other clients and it's worked for them. If you run the same business model as 90% of all martial arts gym owners do, then you're no different than them. So why wouldn't it work for you? On top of that, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. All right. Let's say it doesn't work out for you for whatever reason. Well, we don't charge you until you make a profit. Now, here's the thing with us. You literally can't lose money with us because whatever you invest into the marketing and the system, we make you that money back guaranteed, or we work for you until you do before you spend another dime with us right from the get go. And furthermore, once we get you up and running and we get you the initial budget to Mark Zuckerberg and we get your ads launched and going, we don't charge you a single dime until one, you've made the money back from the cash flow Kickstarter, which is hundreds of dollars, potentially over 1,000. And two, you have a full calendar of booked appointments from the paid ads. This way, you know that it works before you commit anything further than what's just required for us to get you off the ground. So I hope you're getting excited. The things you'll do with this system are absolutely boundless. This is the entire system right here, whether you're a one person operation or you're already managing a team of instructors. This system will give you the time, will give you the resources, and will give you the energy to scale your business. So, there you have it, a complete overview of how the funnel works. I hope this makes sense to you, and I hope you're excited. The money is in the back end, the money is in the high ticket offers, the money is in the recurring revenue from high quality students that actually stick around. And this whole process literally takes us about 7 days just to get started. So, again, this is why we say add an extra 30K in 90 days following this exact system. Hopefully, now you're able to see it. That's all I got for you. I'll see you then. Peace.